Meltdown. Death sentence 1 down, difficulty guide. Vlad now wants us to head to the Murky Water warehouse to steal for stealing something very valuable that the crazy Rusky wants. So we're attacking the same warehouse that we did in stealth in Shadow Raid. So we're not stealthing this time. As for our assets, we only have 2, the ammo bag and doctor bag. And you're wondering, why no grenade case? I'll explain on the way as we play. Of course, I'm sticking my same build I had from the Goat Sim, which is my IGTV crits. So I have the Barrett M95 and having the Uzi as my secondary. Now when you spawn in, you actually spawn on top of the building.
That's the murky warehouse.
So take the zip line.
It's gonna be in a murky shipping container.
If the 2 people are using the zip line, you have to actually drop down from these containers. Now just open the container that has the word Murky Water on there. Now the Murky Water location will be located outside the warehouse, but also inside.
Remember, check the murky water shipping containers for the vault.
At the same time, you want to look for crowbars.
Cloud wants to speak with you.
Those murky bastards are going to be trying to ship the goodies out, so check the container.
Now when you open the container, there may be empty stuff or some even loot, which also spawns a skull dozer and even one case, a grenade case. Oh, there we go. Now I just need to find crowbars. Usually the crowbars are usually lying around on the floors, on top boxes, or even in the cage, which of course requires you to drill.
Next step, open the vault.
So just look through.
Crowbars inside the warehouse and jam them into the cooling fans at the back. That'll raise the temperature within and engage the
Alright, there's one.
Stay frosty.
So looking for some.
I got it.
Okay, there's one right here.
Got it.
Now, once you place one crowbar, you have to wait for the vent to overheat, so able to open the door. Okay, here's that skull dozer that actually hiding inside the container. Okay, that was overkill. I have the crits with the Thanatos. Okay, seriously, I think he just kicks it, or it actually jams itself. Yep, it was actually a kick to the drill, even though I did not see that Murky Water kicked it. Well, yeah, that was actually overkill with the unseen strike with the Barrett M95. At least there's a way to get crits. Oh yeah, just like any K-shard, they love the drills love to jam a lot.
Remember, you need to find crowbars and jam them into the vault fans. They're most likely inside the warehouse.
So yeah, I'm just actually gonna wait until the drill is finished so they don't actually accidentally kick it. Alright, now I'm able to jam the vent with the crowbar. Now there's our loot around the map, like in these crates, which usually contains either coke, money, and gold. And there's also a weapon case, so you can actually get assault rifles. But our objective is get inside the loot inside that vault, which we had to secure 8 bags. And I'll of course explain to you on the way. So yeah, there's weapons, cocaine. Now there's a total of 8 additional loot you can get in this map. So there's a total of 16 loot. 4 of the primary bags, and 8 of being the other additional loot if you want to grab it. And at the same time, yep, you've been able to drive forklifts in this map. Okay, that's a lot of dozers. That's like 2 medic dozer, green dozer. Can I shoot through this? Ah, nice. I didn't think I shoot through the forklift. Okay. Now that's one thing I don't like about driving. You can't see where you're going. So I'm gonna bring the forklift to the vault. Oh wait, there was already one, but... Alright, right here. Whoops, actually, alongside.
It's getting hotter. What the hell is in there?
Yeah, anytime you actually pick up driving in a forklift or in the sea, it will now be marked on the location of where it is. So that's good. So now we'll have like a green word forklift, and we'll also tell you how many bags you have on that forklift. So the forklift can carry up to 3 bags at a time. But there's a certain way to carry more than 3, and that is by actually carrying the bags actually between here, between the machine that you have to carry the forklift and one really between in front of the steering wheel. Also, there will be snipers outside of the area, so be careful. Look at that. Oh, okay, that forklift got in the way, so I took damage. Yeah, you can actually tell the heat rise up. So I think it needs to be at least 50 for it to overheat. By reading this, caution: automated fail-safe triggers an emergency fault access if interior temperature exceeds 50 Celsius. So yeah. So if I can get one more van or one more crowbar to jam up the vent, it'll be a lot more easy. But I can't find the other one else. Now, if you're playing on Overkill and below, you'll at least get one key card to spawn on the table here, or on the upper floor, or the second floor, and you can use it to open the cage. But on Mayhem and above, there's none, so you have to actually drill your way into the cages. Well, unless you brought a saw, but to me, there's no point in bringing a saw. Now, I don't know if the crowbars can spawn outside. If so, it's gotta be very risky to acquire it because of the spawns and the snipers. There's also a chance for a locker, for a crowbar to spawn inside a locker. Some can be found in the racks. Alright, there we go. Oh, well, there's one right here. I really wish the vault door was on the other side, because it looks like a lot more better spot. So here we go. Oh my god. My forklift actually blocks the whole thing. Okay, my forklift basically clock blocked the entire door, so... Okay, now I am completely stuck with it. Try and move it enough. There we go. Alright. Ooh, this looks dangerous.
That can't be a goddamn nuke.
Yep. We have warheads. Warheads of lag. Or dropping frames.
Don't wet your knickers, Bane. I have a buyer. Very far away, so good.
They're pulling out. Wow, never seen anything like
Alright,
that.
it's over.
Holler at you, but you did great back
Oh, that's not what I want.
I have a train waiting for that. It goes by. Bring the new
So that's what I want. Also bring the, well, warheads
Damn, those warheads
in here.
are heavy. Maybe use the forklifts.
I put down the taser.
Now, when you're doing this, you have to be careful to,
Fast police force coming in.
when you actually put it on the forklift. Especially in this situation, because look at the way how it balanced now with the forklift. And I am stuck as bad. Okay, I saved Soko from the forklift. So I'm now carrying all the bags. And I don't care if I get down. I just want to go through. So far, funny enough, I actually have all the bags.
1965
And I do apologize if you guys is getting a seizure from the duffel bags of the warheads. Okay, sadly I only left 2 behind. But yeah, that is a simple trick to do. Of course, it may have some desync but with the other players, like they may see that you forgot a bag. So just either, if you see that you have all the bags on the forklift and they may see that you missed one, either tell them to keep going, or if any bags are missing. That way, communication is very important here, especially if you want to move all the bags with that one forklift. And no, I am not going to take all the 8 warheads with the forklift in the next area. I'm going to use a Longfellow.
Tell me if you're feeling sick, or his hair fell out, or balls fell off.
Okay, so sadly I only missed 1, but so now to go all the way. Alright, can I at least somehow shoot through this? No, I can't. I tried. Alright, this time I'm gonna use a concussion grenade. Get all of them. Chuck another one. And that's the beauty of second win with the armor perk deck. Get the extra speed and immunity to all damage for 2 seconds. I think that's applied to sniper rifles too. I mean, if it's not, then this alongside the Anarchist perk deck may not be the best option when it comes to survivability. against the sniper. And then one thing you have to be careful when you're actually driving a forklift and when you have AI. One of the AI will actually hop in the back of the forklift and you can't see anything behind you if you're trying to reverse it. Okay, here I go down. Get as much damage as I can. Chuck another grenade. Well, sadly, the medic cannot heal its buddies if I run over with a vehicle.
But regardless, make sure you enjoy every day of what
Alright, there we go.
life remains to you.
Alright, let me just pick off the snipers. I think there's one up here. There we go, that's the snipers. Now loaded the 4 loot in the Longfellow. Alright, now we're in the clear. Now for this, I'm going to have to make 2 runs. I mean, you can have all the bags on the Longfellow.
Let's keep it moving. We don't have long
I think you have it between the trunks, but I'm not going to do that because I think it's got to be way too risky. So I'm just going to bring the 4 loot to the train and then come back for the remaining last 4. Of course, every time you load all 4, always close the trunk so you can able to see right behind you, because if not, then that trunk's gotta be blocking your view. So here we go. Now this one can be a little bit different, but there's gonna be a bunch of SWAT turrets, snipers. Sometimes the SWAT turret will block your path, so you have to go take the other route. And the SWAT van will go back or forward. So just make sure you take the path. You see that SWAT van moving, so just make sure you don't get caught in line of sight, especially when it's gonna deploy a SWAT turret. So here we are.
If your face glows in the dark, call the doctor.
And I consider Meltdown, in my opinion, to be one of the more larger maps. I don't know which is much more larger in terms of the play area, either Heat Street or Meltdown. And funny enough, they can optimize it enough for it to port on console, but can't do it for the other heights, which they're not that big to begin with in terms of the size of the map. Like, I check out the map size for the that auction heist. It doesn't seem to be that big. Like, mostly you just have one building, and that's mostly it. And they can't port that to console, which is kind of crazy. Well, there may be other stuff involving with it besides the the map size, but I have no clue. I am not a developer. I just play games for fun and doing other funny shit and, well, doing all these guides. Alright, now we're loading on the last 4. Here we go. Close the trunk. Well, one detail I do like is that you can actually wreck the fence with the Longfellow. I think it also forklifts too. Okay, here I'm actually gonna deal with the sniper and feel the enemy. Okay, somehow I missed that. And I probably want to deal with that SWAT van. Okay. There we go. Okay, somehow landed crits, but... Okay, there seemed to be a type of range. So this is... Okay, there we go. Alright, so there's actually is a range meter for the SWAT turret to actually got a lock on you. So I guess it's not infinite range. Well, the SWAT van doing some repairs, we can able to bypass it with no problem, and since I deal with that sniper, it's no problem. Alright, now that SWAT van is blocking that path, I have to take this route. And if I go right in this corner here, if I stop here.
Way to go! That was seriously inspiring. Okay, you earned your chance here. Don't waste it.
I move. Of course, that would be the, bread and cheese with, took a bite. And I know on PC, when I checked it earlier, when it came out, it actually says, "Leave me alone." But then, when I tried to search the same thing on it, when this map came out during the big score update, we don't have that, so it kind of got moved, and that's where we got the, of course, had the text, "I moved." I have no idea where the other location is. So if you guys know the locations, write down in the comment sections of where it is, so I can actually take a look at it and try and find it. So these are where we had to, well, secure the loot. So that's like $8 million dollars right here. So there we go. That's the 8 loot. Now you can also escape or go for more loot, but I decided to go for just the main loot. There might be a time where I want to go for all loots later, if I want to do this heist. So apparently I got one down because, well, I left the bag there, which I guess kind of slipped off the forklift. But yeah, that is much better to do than just trying to drive with the forklift with free bags every time. If you do that, you actually had to use free forklifts. But other way, very fun heist. But I can see it's very difficult, especially the driving. So, thank you for watching, everyone. Until next time, where we're dealing with safes in Aftershock. Till then, farewell, and have a wonderful day, everyone.